Let him defuse it. Let him defuse it.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Overnight Podcast. This is our third episode. Today, I'm joined by the same two co-hosts, and today we're going to go ahead and hop into a little bit of a gaming podcast. We're just going to go down memory lane a little bit, talk about our top 5 favorite games, and we got a couple more hidden categories for you guys as we go along the podcast, but I want to let them introduce themselves. So go ahead.
It's Dylan, aka INVOLTING. Find me on Twitter at INVOLTING and on twitch.tv/INVOLTING with 2 G's.
You already know. It's Justice, aka ARZAH. You catch me on YouTube at ARZAH. Follow me on Twitter at ARZAH_/ whatever it's called.
Underscore.
And you can catch me on Twitch streaming whenever at off ARZAH.
Alright, fire. And as always, it is your boy DRIFTXPORT. All my links will be in the description below on my link tree, so go ahead and check that out. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop into this one, boys. Does anyone want to start this one off, or would you guys like me to start off this one? How you guys
Tell Dylan start off.
Ooh.
No, this is your topic, though.
Ooh.
Okay.
We'll let Justice go.
So, we're going to all start from, like the previous episode, we're going to go from, like, 5 to 1, basically.
Yeah, bottom to top.
Bottom to top, yeah, I couldn't find the words. Okay, so, from the top 5 games, 5 would be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's my top 5, because it was the first COD I ever played. First COD I ever got into. It was fire. Fell in love with COD ever since. Playing it competitive now. Number 4 is Overwatch. I waited for that game to come out since I first heard of it. I skipped my brother's championship basketball game to play on the release day. Kind of fucked up, but I was excited that much for that game.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Right. My man's knows. This one may come to a shocker to these two. I don't know that much about Ricardo, maybe to Dylan, but my third is Skate 3. I used to play that game all the time. I come home from school and just get on in, just try and do a whole bunch of tricks, look up on YouTube how to do stuff. Just a blast. I could literally just play it by myself. For number 2, I have Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Fell in love with graphics in it. That's why I'm all into graphics now. Because the graphics in the game, if you ever played it, are so beautiful. So like high tech for what I've seen. And then my first, if you guys couldn't guess it already, it's the God of War series, like all of them. I played every single one. First game I ever played. Made me fall in love with video games. Just straight goated.
Okay, what about your honorable mentions? You got any honorable mentions?
Yeah, okay, so I have 2 honorable mentions. My 2 honorable mentions are, starting from bottom to top, Division. Fell in love with that game. It was a lot more fun than I ever expected. Especially playing with friends and family, it just made it way more fun. And then for number 1, it's Kingdom of Hearts. I used to play it all the time with my cousins. When I went over to his house, we'd just play it, have a blast. Not a lot of people play it, I guess, but I don't know, I love that game.
Okay.
And the series, of course.
I don't know much about that, but I know that game's fire. Or I heard it's fire.
Yeah. You get to have a key for a weapon. Like, bro, what's better than that? Like, you have a key, you're just out here slaying people. Not people, but like demons and ghosts, basically, in the game.
Yeah,
no, not Goofy. Goofy the good guy. Oh my God.
All right. Who wants to hop in next? You want me to go down or you want to go?
Nah, I'll go next because Justice wanted me to go first. So
All right, baby.
Well, you're the most mysterious. That's why I wanted you to go first.
Yeah, I'm low-key excited to hear this. I'm low-key excited. I don't know. I know some games you like, but I don't know like your favorite games.
All right, number 5. Come as a shocker. Come as a troll answer. But Wii Sports.
Wii Sports.
Let me
Esports.
explain. Let me explain a little bit. So
That's lit.
what got me into games is I went into Best Buy one time and they had Wii Sports set up in the middle of Best Buy, and I was sitting there for like an hour just playing it, and I convinced my mom to get me a Wii just so I could play bowling on it.
Bowling is
Wait, hold on.
fire. I ain't even gonna lie. Bowling is fire on the
How
Wii.
are you just in the store for an hour just playing it?
I don't know.
Nobody told you to
Display,
get off or
probably
anything?
probably like a display stand or something.
Yeah, it was a
Well, yeah,
display
it's a
and no one
display
else was
plan.
using it.
That's fire though, yo.
Yep. So that's how. That's kind of how I got into games. And then,
Okay.
because I wasn't big on games like back then, but the Wii's like really what set it off. And then number 4, I got Mortal Kombat Armageddon specifically.
That
I
game's
played
fire.
Okay.
that game so much. I can't tell you the amount of games I put into that, or the amount of hours I put into that game. And like even like the stupid little game modes it had, like the kart racing that you could do on it, and everything like that. So I love the story of it. I love everything about that game. So number 3, I have WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2008.
That's fire.
That one
This
is
game
fire.
itself is pretty bad, but
But everything
was-
is fun about it.
yeah, the game was just fun to play. It was just a blast all around. It didn't have much to do in it, but when you're like 10 years old, you can find stuff to do in it.
Did you ever play with
And
friends?
Not really. I mean, like later on, like after it was already out a long time, like probably 4 or 5 years after I did, but other than that, no.
It was so much fun with friends.
Alright, at number 2, I have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That's still one of my favorite story modes, like, of all time. It's one of the more recent games, but I just love Star Wars. I love that story. I love how it all, like, ties in and connects in its own, like, little ways with introducing new characters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 1 is The Last of Us.
Oh,
My favorite game of all time. I cannot wait to play 2. It's just, the story is so good. If you haven't played it, you have to play it. It's just such a good story. It's such a good story. It's such a good game. It's perfect.
bro, every time I think of Last of Us 2, I mean, Justice, you remember that meme I put in the chat of like the little kid getting like punched into the garage? Like, did you watch that TikTok I sent? Did you watch it?
Bro,
You know what I'm
that shit
talking
had me
about.
so dead.
He
I
was
was
like-
like, what?
He's like, bro, why they do my man like that? They just punch the little kid instead of blinding in the garage. I'm gonna link that video to you after this done, so you know what we're talking about after the podcast.
No,
But that video-
no. Don't give him any spoilers to the game.
Yeah, no, it's not a spoiler to the game. It has nothing to do with the game. It's just like one little small thing. It's not even a spoiler at all.
Okay.
Like it's just like a little
okay.
clip. But anyways, yeah, that clip is funny. I just remember that clip over and over and over. All right. Anyways,
All right, so what are your
And then
honorable
my-
mentions?
oh yeah, what are
Then
your
my honorable
mentions?
mentions, I use these as like, they're popular ones that everyone's going to have. So I figured I'd just throw them on here because they're also my top games too. I have Call of Duty and Minecraft.
Oh,
Those are just the two essentials.
Minecraft I don't have on there, but I could add it to mine, so I'll add it to mine too. But anyways, I like your list. I like Justice's list. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into mine. So for mine, I have 3 at my 5, which is kind of like breaking the rules a little bit, but I just could not pick one or the other over these ones. So for
It's a
3,
three-way tie.
yeah, it's a 3-way tie. They're all my 5th, so I couldn't pick one over the other one. One of them was gonna be surprisingly low to you guys, but I also just have other games that are more like I just made more memories on those games. So my 5 for my first one and my 5th one is Ratchet and Clank. I love the Ratchet and Clank series. I played through all those. I love those games. The next one, I think honestly before I actually played a Ratchet and Clank game before I played Sly Cooper, but I just got into Sly Cooper. I'll get to my Sly Cooper later, but I played it first, so that's like one of the first games I played. Second one would be Jack and Dexter. I love all the game series again in those ones. And then my third one would be Horizon Zero Dawn. I love the first game. The only reason it's so low on my list is because as much as I love it, it was really short. The first one was really short, and the DLC took a while to come out with. So it's just really short. But I got like the collector's edition of that game. I got like the actual box, statue, everything in that game. I love that game. So my fourth one is a similar one to Justice. I have Skate 3. And, well, actually, like my 2, 3, and 4 are kind of like pretty much all second because I just played them so much. But yeah, I have Skate 3. I love that game. I put so much time in that game. There was so much to do on Skate 3. Like, it was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I can't even,
fun,
yeah,
bro.
it was super fun. I just could never get bored in that game. But then, yeah. And then my third one, yeah. My third one would be BO2. Probably my favorite Call of Duty to play, besides just like competitive. I love just regular, like playing on that, like casual play, like sniping on that game. Dude, that game, there's so much like randomness in that game. Like, dude, I've never seen another Call of Duty have a knifing clan. Like they just ran around with knives. We're getting knifing clips and throwing tomahawks at people, and they were intentionally running around just throwing tomahawks. Like, it was so fun.
Black Ops 2 is legendary.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 was legendary. I can't remember like a DLC that was bad. Best gun camos, hands down. I always say that. Fire. Afterlife. Don't at me.
Dragon.
Best camo. Yeah. Don't at me. Best camo. Second one.
Nah, it was Party Rock. Party Rock was lit.
Party Rock was fire too. All of them were fire. And then for my second game, I have Assassin's Creed, but only the first one through Syndicate. Like, so all the first titles. I don't like the newer ones, so only the first ones. Especially like the Ezio like collection or Assassin's Creed 3 was really good. And then my first and foremost, everyone kind of knows Sly Cooper. It's literally in my channel art, everything like that. So a quick story about Sly Cooper is I'm a late bloomer when it does come to Sly Cooper, and by that I mean I never played the first one first. I actually got the second one, played the second one first, played the third one, then went back and played the first one, and then I played then I played the fourth one when it came out, and the fourth one came out about 8 years apart from the first one. And I also have another quick similar story to Justice about how he skipped his brother's basketball game to play Overwatch. Well, me, I play Sly Cooper so much, like I would constantly like play those games over and over, and my parents would watch me play those games over and over, and I would talk about it over and over. And I had like my own little ritual where I played those games like during Christmas time. I would always replay them over and over. Like, I know the words to that game, so like I just have that game embedded like in my memory. And then when the fourth one came out, it came out February 5th. I want to say 2013. I remember my mom, she picked that game up for me, she pre-ordered it, and she told me, she's like, you don't have to go to school the next day. So she let my ass stay home to play that game. And I don't even get to stay home on my birthdays. Like, that's how strict my parents were. I didn't even get to stay home. I wasn't one of those kids, like, it was my birthday and I didn't go to school. Like, they forced my ass to go to school at my school. Like, if I had school on my birthday, I had to go. So, like, it was rare for me to stay home, but she let me stay home for that game, and I love that game. I played the shit that game. So, yeah. And then my honorable mentions would be, what happened? Go ahead. My bad about that.
I was gonna say, dude, did you ever ask to stay home and play the game?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to stay home.
Time.
I want to stay home and play again. Yeah, dude, I didn't even want to go to my 8th grade graduation. I thought it was so much of a waste of time.
I thought it was so pointless.
Yeah, and our 8th grade graduation came out like that was like literally the summer that Black Ops 2 dropped. Like, so who wants to go to the 8th grade graduation when I got Black Ops 2 to go home and play, man? Like, I literally remember
I was into the zombies and BO2.
Yeah, after graduation, like all of us, like me, Gabe, all of our friends that went to graduation, we didn't even do an after party or anything. We just met up in lobbies on Black Ops 2 and we ran that up. Like, we didn't even do anything. So,
I feel you on that.
Yeah. So then my honorable mentions would be Pokemon, like the whole series. I like a majority of the games, but morally also just like actual trading cards and the shows and stuff like that. So it's more of just like Pokemon, the brand, more than the game. Then I have Plants vs. Zombies. MK9 my favorite MK. I have that. Injustice 2, Ninja Gaiden 2, OW, or Overwatch for you guys. Mortal Kombat Deception, Battlefront, the first one, and Spider-Man. Those are my honorable mentions. Like, those are all games I actually truly love playing. Battlefront with Gabe is like, I have some unforgettable moments on that. And we played the first one together too, right, Dylan? I'm pretty sure we played the first one together. Yeah, so that Spider-Man was a great story mode game. I like fighting games like Mortal Kombat. I like MK9 the most, then MK Deception, and I also like Injustice 2 because one of my favorite DC characters is Harley Quinn, and she's in it. So there is that.
Fire.
Yep. So you guys have any astonishing moments from those games that you guys remember, or you guys can like think of now that we've been talking about staying home and playing games like that?
Mortal Kombat Deception. All I'm saying, name another game where you could fight dudes 1 second and play Tetris and chess the next.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
once you
true.
tell me, I'll be playing that game.
Dude,
Mortal Kombat Deception was such like an arcadish game
I actually did love the
that it,
chessboard though. Like playing chess with the characters was kind of cool.
yeah, it just brought like a new like aspect of Mortal Kombat that it's just so weird that it worked.
Facts. I do like that game a lot. Yeah, but going back to Skate 3, dude, I put hours into Skate 3, bro. Like, I went for clips. I edited my clips, bro. I played actual, like, realistic games to skate on that game. Or I just, like, messed around and just spammed the same trick over and over. Someone was doing it. Like, I could literally
Yeah.
just get on and then just play skate and be on the, like, on the party chat. Well, back then we didn't have party chat, so I think if everyone was
When I
doing
was over
everything.
your house, you did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I could literally play that game. But, like, back then on the PS3 days when we didn't get party chat, like, you know, we all went into, like, a Skype call or something, and there'd be, like, 4 or 5 of us just chilling in Skype. Just chilling. So I would always be playing skate if I wasn't playing Call of Duty or something with them.
I mean, you
could
had the
just put hours
party
in
chat in PS3.
there. Yeah, I wish we had a party chat on PS3. I wish.
Chat.
Yeah, not bad. Like, I wish, man, but we didn't. All right. Anyways, so that was games that we have memories for, or games that we enjoy playing from our childhood. Is there any more you guys can think of before we go into our next topic? Or
Uncharted.
ooh, I've only played Uncharted 4, so I can't say I played all of them. I'm not gonna lie.
My man.
I played 1 through
Uncharted
3,
was
and then
so
I played like half of Uncharted 4. I don't know why I haven't finished it yet. I feel like stupid for not finishing it, but I definitely need to finish it.
Bro, you know what's
Those
underrated?
games.
Uncharted 4 Online. I loved
Oh, yeah.
online.
I love online.
Loved online on Uncharted 4. Like, and I was pretty good
Oh,
at it.
you
Like,
still have it? I still have it.
I still have it, yeah.
It's fire.
That's why I loved online. Like, and another thing that's underrated, like, I'm pretty sure you guys never played it, but Assassin's Creed had online, like, the first, like, the Ezio ones, and Assassin's Creed 3 Online was so amazing. Like, the game itself, when that game was, like, popular at its peak, which is around that time, like, just the free running and stuff like that was so fun. And, like, one of the modes on there, I don't know if you guys play it or not, but one of the modes in there was, like, a capture the flag mode where you guys are split up into teams of, like, I think it's 4-on-4. But, like, when you have the flag and you're getting chased by the other team, and then it's like that game is not like Call of Duty where you're just running on ground level. Like, nah, like, you guys know Assassin's Creed, how you can, like, free run up the buildings and stuff. Like, when you're, like, in a tense, like, in a tense chase and people are, like, running behind the buildings and jumping from roof to roof and people are chasing you, it looks so fun. It just feels so fun. Like, and then it's, like, so cool when you do something, like, impressive, like, when, you know, when someone's jumping on windows and then you cut them off from a different way and you can get, like, an aerial kill or something on someone. Dude, it's so freaking fun. But one of my favorite game modes on there is, like, a free-for-all game mode, and it's called Hunted, and it's, like whatever characters you pick, because there's characters you pick online, like, as if you were playing Mortal Kombat, so you pick the character you want to use for that game, and he has, like, a certain weapon to kill you with or whatever, and the way it works is, like, it's a free-for-all lobby, but you're only allowed to kill a specific person that you're hunting, hence why it's called Hunted. But everyone looks the same. Everyone looks the same on the map. So there's copies of them, like computerized, like CPU copies of them, and you have to identify the real one in crowds of people. But the way you identify the real person is by them acting like, you know, like a real person would, like by running or like by doing this. So you want to try to be as stealthy as possible. Like, you want to be the guy that walks up and, like, shanks the guy, and, like, you didn't even know it was him. Like, you would think it's a CPU walking, because, like, while you're trying to hunt someone else, you're also being hunted. So you don't want to just run around and find the guy, because if you run around, people looking for you are going to be able to find you, because they're going to be like, oh, like, that dummy's running, like, you know. So you have to, like, strategically plan how you kill the people while worrying about other people hunting you. So that's, like, literally my favorite game mode. Like, honestly, that's my favorite game mode to play on there. I love that game so much.
That's dope.
Yeah. What about you guys? Any other specific memories? Like I said, like, you guys now thinking about it more. I know there's probably thinking about it now. Like, you're, like, thinking about something. Or you guys not got any?
I ain't got nothing. I just.
I guess it's because I put, like, I'm one of those people that put so many times in the different types of games that I have memories from, like, different, like, genres.
Oh, I have memories, but it's like.
Not coming up to you?
It's not. Yeah, not right now. You know why, though.
Yeah, that's true. I know why. That is true. Or we can go into the next one. It's fine to go into the next one. Like, I'm pretty sure that's enough amount of time to cover on it. So if you guys want, we're going to go into games that we want to play, or games that are coming out that we want to, like, either games we want to get back into or games we want to play that are coming out that have been announced. So does anyone want to start on that, or you guys want me to start on that?
You want to do it backwards like we did on the last one?
We could do that.
I can go you, me, Justice.
All right, so we can start on it. For me, I have these in no particular order, even though we put them in order. For me, like, I want to make sure I finish Pokemon Shield. I'm playing it now. I do enjoy it. That's something that I want to play. Like again, I'm a fan of the brand. So yeah. Second is Apex. I want to get back into Apex. I loved Apex when it was out and new, and we all played the season. So I want to try to get back into competitive and play back into it. Another one. These next two are probably, or next three kind of, are probably something I'm really excited for. One of them is dropping this month, which is Skater XL, which is like a skating game just like Skate 4, which I have a slash. So Skater XL and Skate 4 are two games I'm super excited to play for. Like just because we get two different versions, so like the Skate 4 isn't that good, maybe the Skater XL brand is really good and it's something new. And it's based off of Rose City. It's in downtown LA with skaters in the game like Shane O'Neill. So that's kind of cool that we have different skaters that we didn't get in Skate 3. Yeah, dude, the trailer for it was fire. Like, you're gonna have to watch it. The Skater XL looks fire, and it has a more realistic like feel to it. Like you can like adjust the way like your skater pushes, all kinds of like in-depth detail when it comes to skating. Not like a little bit past Skate 4 or past Skate 3. We don't know about Skate 4, but yeah, I'm excited for Skate 4. Then right before this, I showed you guys a picture of something that dropped from IGN, which is a Harry Potter RPG. And I'm gonna read you guys the description from this picture that I put, and I'll make sure I link that article in the description below. But it's a Harry Potter RPG in 2021. It says Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment rumored Harry Potter RPG is reportedly set to be released in late 2021 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So I'm assuming that we'll get more details on it later, which is something that I'm excited for. I know Justice was excited for now after he announced it or seen it, because both Harry Potter fans. And then my fifth one, of course, is a Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. The new one looked amazing. And then my honorable mentions would be Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I want to get back to playing Ninja Gaiden. I've only played the second one. I know the third one and the first one are probably good. I want to play those. And then I also want to play Naruto Ninja Storm 4 because I've only played 3 and 2. So I tried the new one on PS4. Alright, what about you guys?
Alright, so for my number 5 of games I want to play is The Division 2. I played the first one. I had a lot of fun with you guys and other friends that played it. I wouldn't want to play it like by myself though. I think it's more fun with friends. I think you guys can agree.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
Going to the dark zone for hours on end and just fighting people.
It gets intense.
Number 4. Oh yeah. Well, we sat there for 4 hours fighting the same dudes.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Manhunts and stuff.
Yep. And then number 4, I have Elder Scrolls, not like any specific title, just any of them. They were just always like, when they were like the big game, I was younger and I didn't like long games. So they'd be something like, yeah, that interests me
long,
now.
yeah.
They're super long.
Yeah, and back then, like, my attention span could switch on the flip of a switch.
In a second.
Yeah, so I didn't want to play it back then, but I wanted like start playing it like with Elder Scrolls Online and everything. And I just got, or not, I didn't just get it, but I got Skyrim for the VR. So I'm gonna play that, see how that is. And then number 3 is Pokemon. Because I never got into Pokemon when I was younger, but like seeing how all my friends like it, I started watching it a little bit, and it looks like super fun, so I wanted to play the game of it. And then number 2 is Red Dead Redemption. I played the online portion of the first one. I never played the story. And then for the second one, I played a little bit of the story, but never got to finish it. But those games are always like really good. Like people like those Rockstar games more than they like GTA. So, which is understandable. So I wanna play those. And then number 1, Last of Us 2. I'm telling you, Last of Us, best game of all time. It's just such a good game. And then honorable mentions, I use these as like games that I wish I could get into, but I just can't. I have Fallout and I have Borderlands.
That makes sense. A lot of my friends play Borderlands too, so that makes like pretty good sense.
Like the games are fun, but I can only play it for like a little bit and then I get bored.
They just don't They just don't call my attention like at all. That's why I don't get into them. All right, just go ahead and hear your games that you want to play or that are coming out.
Alright, so games that I want to play Dead by Daylight.
Oof. A lot of my friends are playing that right now.
That game.
I've watched so many videos on YouTube from multiple streamers, and oh my god, it's just so interesting. Like I want to play. I can play Friday the 13th, but it's like nothing compared to Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight is like so in depth.
Oh, yeah. And then I want to play Mortal Kombat 11. I've heard the storyline's pretty good to this one. So I've been wanting to play that one, but I don't have any game, sadly. Another one that I want to play is Resident Evil, the second one. I heard the first one was alright, but the second one was better, so I want to play the second one. And then I want to play GTA 5. I never played it.
Crazy, man.
Or any GTA. And then I want to play The Last of Us 1 and 2 because I haven't played neither. I know Dylan is disappointed in me, but I'll play one of them
that's something I didn't know.
eventually. So for my honorable mentions, I did the same thing as Dylan. Games I just can't really get into. For those, I have Battlefront 2. Can't seem to just I don't know. I'm not a big Star Wars person.
I think you just have to play that with people. Like, you probably have to play that with us to like it.
Yeah.
I've only played it solo.
Yeah, and that's probably why.
And Rainbow Six Siege.
Too slow.
I don't know. It's just, to me, it just feels clunky in a certain way. I don't know. And then Borderlands 3. I've only played that one by myself, but I don't know. It's probably fun with friends.
True. Speaking of Borderlands and stuff like that and fighting games, I kind of want to play Jump Force. I've heard that game. It has like mixed reviews. A lot of my friends played it.
That game is fun. Like, I didn't play that game for very long, but that game was like super fun.
Yeah, some people say it's trash. I'm like, bro, how like it has so many anime characters in it. Like, I didn't think a game like that would be trash, but I don't know. I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
Isn't that a fighting game like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that?
Yeah, but it's like
kind of like that, but it's harder to describe. It's like, you know, like the tag feature in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the map's not not straight.
How many characters are there?
It's not like straight left and right. It's like
There's
360.
a lot.
There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of anime characters in there.
It's a dynamic like fighting stages too.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not like Mortal Kombat where you just go like back and forth. You have to like, it's a 360 map. Like the whole map, you turn in like angles. Like, it goes at 360 like a view.
Oh, that's fire! What?
Yeah, it's like the Naruto games. It's like the Naruto games where you can go like in 360 view, and it's also like Dragon Ball Z where you can like be up in the air and flying quite a bit.
Oh, well, I've never played those.
Yeah, I don't know too much about a lot of anime, so like I know
I feel like
that's why I like couldn't get into it. But it was super fun though for me not knowing.
Like I kind of want to watch more animes, but I watch American animes, but going off top a little bit, I want to watch more. Like I know a little bit about Naruto, but I've never watched all of Naruto either. But I'm gonna start watching those.
Bye.
This guy. Okay, now that we got through that, let's talk about games that, or this is something that Justin wanted to talk about, which is actually a good category, is games that we think are gonna blow up next gen. So, what is everyone's prediction for one game that they think is gonna blow up?
Dylan, go first.
Oh, Dylan's going first.
I'll go first.
Here we go.
So, my game that I think will blow up is the obvious choice, GTA 6, just because of how popular GTA is.
When it gets announced, I
If
think
it ever comes out.
It's the obvious one.
For me, I'm gonna go with Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I love the first one. The second one looks spectacular. Even though I have it fifth on my list, and because I put it so low because the story is so short, if you just make the story a bit longer, there's really nothing. I love that game. Between the colors, the way they did the robots, fighting the robots felt like super smooth. It didn't feel clunky at all. The story was still intriguing. Like I said, it just was short, but the characters and the interactions in that game, so amazing. The weapons they built in that game, the way the bow and arrow feels. It's one of the smoothest games when it comes to using the bow and arrow. To be honest, almost like I want to say like Tomb Raider, like top tier, like in motion. The bow and arrow just feels smooth. So that's my game.
Okay. For me, I don't know if you guys heard of this one. It's on Xbox and PlayStation, coming out for PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's called Chorus. It's a story mode game. It's like It's similar to The Last of Us. Well, just that it's a story game. But
Okay.
I think that game, like, if you read, I don't have the
Description,
like,
but if we were to read it, yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, if you were to read it, you'd probably think it's. I feel
Intriguing.
like if they do good with like the planning and how long, like if it's not short, like you said of the Horizon, because short story games like aren't really the best. Like they could be good, but they're short and it just sucks. So just if they can get it like a good distance and it's just got a great storyline, because what I read it was very interesting. Like I was interested in the game just on what I read. So it's like if the game can do what they gotta do, it's gonna blow up. It's fire. And then I had two honorable mentions. I put Cyberpunk
Oh, I forgot about
2077.
that game.
I heard about it last year, and it
That
just
game,
come
that
on.
game does look fire.
And then this other one, I have a weird feeling, but I feel like it's just gonna take off and just be a lot of fun. Dylan said it in the podcast the other day. It's called Destruction All Stars. I feel like that game is just gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's like the Twisted Metal game and the other one kind of like mixed or whatever. Is that that game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
game is gonna be fun.
That game looks fun, yeah. Well, it doesn't look fun, but it sounds intriguing. I definitely gotta watch it. I'm like definitely gonna watch it.
It looks fun, dude. It's like, that's what I'm saying. When he said it, I watched the trailer like the following night, and dude, it looked a lot of fun.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of like Twisted Metal and like Vigilante stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I had two honorable mentions too. I have Horizon Forbidden West and a game that's gonna catch you guys off guard, Bug Snacks. The only reason I
Okay.
think that's going to be a game that's going to blow up is because it looks like a console version of like Animal Crossing. Like it looks like a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X version of Animal Crossing. And I think it's
Really?
going to like catch the attention of a lot of people. So
That's
I think it's going to be one of
fire.
those sleeper games.
Okay.
That's another game I forgot. 'Cause Animal Crossing, I don't know why, but I watch it, but that's just
It
lit.
exploded, bro. Yeah, I seen people watching. I was trying to get into it. I was like trying to look
I
at it,
don't
like
have a
see what the
Switch.
hype was, and I was like, bro, what is this game really about? Like, but then I remember when I remember like people we watch RDC World. I remember when they were roasting people for getting like invited. Remember when like Farmville was
Yeah.
super popular on Facebook? Like, remember that?
Yeah.
And people would like spam you with invites to play that game. It's like something like that where you like,
visit my farm?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. But yeah, something like that. But for my honorable mentions, I totally forgot to do mine. For my honorable mentions, I'm actually gonna go with the new Harry Potter game, just because of how popular Harry Potter is. Like, there's just some things that are like super popular. Like, even though I give like you guys shit about like watching Star Wars and being a Star Wars fan, Star Wars is just one of those things where so many people watch it. Again, Harry Potter, so many people watch it, so I could just see that game. If it's a good game and intriguing, there's too many Harry Potter fans out there for that game not to be bad.
Yeah.
Or not
if
to be
they
good,
do
I
it
mean.
right,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
And then the next one, I like totally like. I think none of us really covered this one. I think the Spider-Man expansion is gonna be great if they can just like bring something new to it, and it just doesn't feel like a copy and paste game of Spider-Man. I feel like the Miles Morales series could be super popular just because Spider-Verse was really good. I don't know, but this game better open up with him singing Sunflower, because they opened up this Spider-Man with a rock song, and I better turn on my PS5 to just Ninja singing Sunflower, because if I ain't getting no Sunflower, then I'm throwing it out the window. Bro, I just remember like quick side story. I just remember us all going to see Spider-Verse, and I mean this is this is probably the most time that all of us showed up. Like this is one movie that none of us missed. So the whole crew pulls up, we like mid deep, and then JJ decided, our friend JJ, for those of you who don't know that, if he watches this podcast, maybe he'll like comment down below about this podcast. I think he'll watch the podcast, but our friend JJ decided to invite some of his Hooper friends. So his Hooper friends came, and then everyone had their girls with them, and it was just like the whole top row of the movie theater was tooken. And I mean, like, it was like there was one seat left that we didn't have that wasn't our friends or people that we know. So we're all sitting there, and Spider-Verse, the movie comes on, bro. And right when the movie comes on, I don't know if I'm pretty sure you guys have both seen it on Netflix. Like right when he's like sitting on the headphone part and he's like, ooh, that like part drops, you just hear Fabi, bro. Fabi, like with his cracked girly voice, singing that out loud in a full ass movie theater. Just him and Gabe are both just going in like they're a chorus together, just going in, singing it out loud, bro. Like they didn't care that we were in the movie theater, and we're just all dying, but the whole row is just going off to Post Malone. I was like, oh my god, like. And that's when Fabi listened to Post religiously. Like, he put all of us on Post Malone, like, religiously.
I actually haven't seen that movie.
Shout out
Oh
to
my
Fame, bro.
god,
He's
bro!
really
You
good.
haven't seen that movie? You should watch that movie.
Is it good?
It's like, it's for an animated movie. It's pretty good. I won't say it's like great, but it's actually kind of cool. Like, for a Spider-Man movie, it's kind of cool.
Isn't it short? Like
It's
30
short.
minutes?
It's short. No, it's not 30 minutes. It's way longer than that.
Oh, okay.
It's an actual hour
never
movie.
watched it. I thought it was like 30 minutes.
The one thing I'll say, the story is like, like it's kind of like but like the graphics and like the animation scene in that movie in the movie theaters was fire, and that Post Malone scene is fire. Like, I literally like that scene is fire. And yeah,
I've seen like the beginning.
shout out to Fabi, bro.
What
But
you're talking about?
that part is so funny. Like, I just remember being in the movie theaters, I was dying, bro. It's like we weren't even in the movie theater. Fabi thought this was a Post Malone concert that he didn't get to go to. But that was funny.
funny.
That shit hit the man. It was funny. But yeah, now that we talked about games and the games we play, the games we want to play, let's give them a little bit of background of why we got into gaming. So for me, why I got into gaming is that my parents played games. Like, growing up, they always had the PS1. So growing up as a kid, I would watch them play like the original Tomb Raider or this game called like Hogs of War. And then it's just, gaming has been around my family so much. So my mom's like in the arcades and things like that. So I've just always been around games my whole life. But for me personally, my first console was a PS2 that I got myself, like actual mine. But I played other games when it came to the family. But my PS2 was the first one I got. And like I said, the first games that I got on my PS2 were like Ratchet and Clank. You know, I had a wrestling game too, because I was a big wrestling fan back in the game. I don't back in the day. I don't remember which wrestling game I had off the top of my head, but I know I had a wrestling game. I had Ratchet and Clank, and then I had Jack and Dexter 2, and I had, I want to say, the last game I had. I think the first game I had was Mortal Kombat Deception. So those are the first couple games I had, and I just instantly fell in love with gaming, playing for a little bit, and then I took a break for a while, stopped playing games for a while. Then I got Psycho 2, and I played that game a lot. But growing up, like all the way from the age of about, I want to say my younger age, all the way until I got out of 8th grade, so probably until I was like 13, 14, I didn't play games every day like I do now. Like, I'm super into it, and I get on from when I get on till I get off. I didn't do that until I got a little bit older. But yeah, that's pretty much why I got into gaming. And that's pretty much how I got into gaming. But I didn't get into super like nerdy gaming until, because at first I was kind of like, I would go outside and skate a lot in real life, so I wasn't always playing games. Like, I would skate in real life, or I'd play football with my friends, or basketball, whatever, and I would just play my games on the side when I got home. So I didn't really get on my game until like 5 or 6, and then play until about 9, 10, 11. And that's pretty much what I consider my gaming hours until I got older. And then we'll get into why I got into gaming more when we get older. But I want to hear them and their half of why they got into gaming. So go ahead and let me know why you guys got into gaming.
I just started with my dad, just watching him play. I mentioned in the first episode, play Oddworld.
Oh yeah, you were.
And I just sit there for like a few like hours and hours and just watch him play it. So then I wasn't even really big into games back then. Like, I played occasionally on the PlayStation 2, but like I said earlier, what really got me into it was the Wii and Wii Sports and everything like that. And then once like the Wii was, I don't want to say like dying out, but like running out of things to like play on it. One Christmas I got the Xbox 360, and then that's when it opened like the floodgates to everything. I still remember my first 2 games. It was SmackDown vs. Raw 2011.
I guess fine.
And it was a Burger King bumper car game. It was called Big Bumpin'. You got it for free with like a Burger King meal. If you ordered like one of the kids' meals or something, you get the game for free in it.
Yeah.
And those were my first 2 games that I had.
That's crazy. All right, what about you, Justice?
Alright, so for me, my dad's the oldest of his family, and so he has younger brothers, and they were like, so I was like 6, 7, and they were like 15, 16, 17. And so they would always play, they played, what's the game called? I forget the name of the game.
Yeah, that's fine if you can't remember. Just...
But it was like a zombie game.
Left 4 Dead?
Well, I don't know. It's not like it's like a demon game. I don't know. It's still out to this day. Like, they made a new version, and I just can't think of the name on top of my head. I'll probably figure it out later. But they played that, and then they played the Call of Duties, like the original Call of Duties.
Like Big Red and stuff like that?
Then, yeah.
Okay.
And then they also played like the sports games, like the college, the NCAA football ones and stuff. And then so I grew up with that. And then and they would play like those they're like the football games, but it was like those like arena little football ones. And
yeah, that's got to be like Blitz or like Street.
like I don't know, they were dope, but I was just watching them. I never really played them because like I was just into football.
Yeah,
I started playing football at a very young age, and so like I wasn't really into games. I was always outside. I was an outside person when I was young. And then like one Christmas morning, I was like 7. We got a PlayStation 2, and then the first game we got with that was God of War, and. But I wasn't allowed to play it. Like, it was like a family PlayStation. So, pretty much my dad got the game for him, and we would just watch. Like, I would just watch, and I would just sit, like, there would be a chair in the middle, and I would just sit right next to him. Like,
and just be watching.
Right next to him, crisscross, just watching him. And one day, he had work, and I just got on the game and started, like, because you know how on PlayStation 2, like, the games didn't automatically save. You had to put in, like, a safe chip. Or
the memory card.
I forget what it's called. Memory card, yeah.
Well, I remember the 16 megabyte one. If you had that,
yeah.
You had the biggest
and so, I got in trouble because I deleted his and I started over.
Oh,
I remember I was young. I was young. I didn't know. So I started over, and so I was playing, and then I didn't really, like, I was young, I didn't really understand it, so I got frustrated, and, like, that's how I found out, because, I broke the controller. Moving on.
he said, moving on.
You just scroll past that?
Yeah.
Well, because when I was young, I had a lot of anger problems, so, like, that's where the football came in. So
look, I'm 19 and I still have anger problems. What's up?
Yes, sir. But more controlled, you know? A little bit more controlled.
Yeah.
Alright, I felt it.
Oh, yeah, and so I got into the God of War, and then he got another controller. He didn't let me play for like a month. And then because he had to restart, because I deleted it. And so I watched him play more, and then I watched, like, but just by watching him, like, I just got a better understanding of it, and so I fell in love with that game. And then after that, I just got football games, but I never played them. My older brother always played them. And then, yeah, that's pretty much how I got into video games.
That's pretty cool. Alright. So now you guys know how to get into video games. Now we're going to go into our current video game state now for content creating and why we all decided to do content creating. So for me, starting off on content creating, I've always seen people do videos. Like I said, at first I wasn't really gaming a lot. I wasn't being like fully into it until around like middle school, kind of was when I, like, at the end or the middle back up to when I started competing with my team and stuff like that. I just really got into like actually having to like get used to get on and practice and things like that. So that just got me in the habit of playing my game more. And then after that, you know, like I said, all those other games that I listed before, when they added the Sly Cooper collection to PS3 again, you know, I bought it. I played through those again, you know, Sly 4. All the games that I listed up in the beginning, I just spent more time playing my game, and I really stopped skating in real life, so I just wanted to take it more serious. And I remember for my 13th birthday, I asked for an Elgato for my birthday, which is like one of the most expensive things I've ever asked for my birthday, like as a gift. Not really as something I did, but something that I asked for as a gift. So I got an Elgato. And then I was super into Madden 15 at that time, like super into Madden 15. And I wanted to do like Madden 15 videos and walkthroughs and just whatever I could do videos on. So I literally I was uploading like 5 or 6 videos a day on my first YouTube. And it was super out of order and just super rushed. Didn't even care. I was just this little 13-year-old kid. My voice wasn't even fully cracked. I was literally just pumping out these random videos. I just going ham, bro. Like 5 videos a day, just non-edited. on my brand new Elgato that I still have to this day, just pumping out videos. So that is why I got into content creating. And then as the time went on to where we are now, I've just grown over time to be more and more into gaming on and off camera. I've just been into competitive games like Overwatch, how we play Warface now, play Madden, and it made me want to get multiple game setups and multiple games and just have my room fully game theme and just continue doing content now. And I really stepped up my content now, like by getting like a Yeti and using my Elgato more and editing a lot better now and things like that. So that's really how I think about content creating. I'm gonna let them explain why they love content or why they love doing content, and then we towards the end of the podcast.
Yeah, where I started, me and my friend Jordan were playing Minecraft, and we watched these YouTubers. They were called the Yogscast. So our names were Cog Warrior. So we decided to come up with the Cogscast. And what we did was I took my little iPod Touch 4th generation and I put it up to my TV and I recorded like 10-minute Minecraft videos of us just playing on our world. And we'd do episodes of it. We'd do like a few episodes a day and we'd upload them, and we felt like the coolest kids on the block. And that's what really started with like uploading and stuff. Like after that, I was never like into uploading on YouTube. I mainly just streamed Twitch. I got into Twitch, I want to say, when I was in 6th grade. I just scroll through like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 streams and just watch people through there. I just thought it was so cool to just start streaming. So I did it when I was younger, and then I stopped, and I just recently got back into it. So that's what got me into content creating.
Just speaking of that, going back to me real quick, I actually did that same thing too, where I recorded on my phone. My first ever channel was like my old gamer tag. I don't know if you guys remember, like my Just Do It gamer tag. It was like Just Do It and then something else at the end of it. And I actually recorded that day, like I played Psycho before because I passed it the first day I stayed home. And the next day I came home is when I actually recorded the same way you did, where I put my phone up to my screen and I recorded my whole walkthrough of that game on my screen. Dude, and
you didn't start like that. Like,
I don't know.
Real YouTube.
Yeah, and then like a funny thing is, bro, like I talk in my videos now, but back then I talk like I had fans. Like I talk like, bro, like, you know, like I'm gonna do this for y'all. Like how y'all doing? Leave your comments below. I seen your comments in my last video. Like I talk like I have fans, bro. Like I didn't even have that many.
Too.
Yeah, like I talk like people were excited to come watch my videos. Like, all right, just go ahead and get into you on why you like content creating or what got you into content creating.
Alright, so BO1, I got big into the zombie scene. So I would always go on YouTube and just watch people play zombies just all the time. Like, you could not believe. I used to watch Syndicate. He doesn't really play video games. Like, he mostly just vlogs now. I used to watch him every day. I get home from school. If I don't play video games, I'm watching him. And then so going into BO2, I got even more into Black Ops, and then, but I got more into zombies, because like the zombies maps are just a lot more cool than BO1 in my opinion. Some of them. And then so I got into multiplayer because of you guys pretty much know of them, but definitely did Nogla, Vanoz, H2O, Delirious, all of them.
All of them.
They did a whole bunch of funny, just troll videos, and it was just awesome. And so, if you dig deep enough and you search my name, you'll find an old YouTube where you should just try and copy what they did. Try to copy what they did, and then I did a video with my friend, like off of my mom's computer, like the webcam on the computer. I did that. It's like a quick minute and a half. Like, oh, so cringy. Like, if you dig deep enough, you'll find it, because it took me about a couple hours to find that, but it's there. And like these guys, I used to put videos up. I won't give away my whole YouTube because it's just cringy, but I had a chair, so I would sit next to the chair, and I would just put my phone, or it wasn't my phone, it was like my older brother's phone, but he was always asleep, so I just took it and I leaned it against the chair and face towards the TV. Mind you, the TV's like, I don't know. I put the chair up against my dresser, so like it would just show the whole like view of the TV, and like you couldn't see shit on the TV. Like you could just see the light coming out of the TV, but like everything was like blurry because it wasn't focused or anything. And then I still uploaded it, and like Ricardo said, he would talk like he had fans, bro. I got one viewer, and it was my friend. I was like, yo, all I seen, I got one view. Let's get 2 views on the next one. Like, I was crazy back then, but like now, I'm like more into it. Like, I actually know what I'm doing, somewhat. And then streaming, I started watching streamers about 3.5 years ago, and I've always saw it as an option. So I started doing it, man. It's pretty cool, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it about me getting into content creation and stuff like that.
I used to have to get creative with the way I filmed. Like what I'd do is I'd take my iPod and I'd put it upwards so you wouldn't have to like rotate, so you could watch it on the phone easier. Which it probably sucked for people on the computer, but who watched anyways? But I'd take like the TV dinner trays, like, you know what I'm talking about, like the TV dinner tray tables.
Yeah.
I'd take one of those, and I had this old WWE playset like Titantron thingy, and it had this little like lip on the bottom of it, and I could prop my iPod up there perfectly and get it.
Yo, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I could get it right perfect in the
I
camera.
never
so
thought
it'd be
about
perfect
that.
prop there. But the only thing was, since I was filming on the iPod, and I had like a box TV at the time, it was like, it had like black lines going like up and down the screen and shit, and it was so hard to see, but it was something.
Bro, that's speaking of a funny story, like how you did that, how you use your phone and stand up. What I did is because I used to play with tech decks like super loud, like bro, like honestly, I've never told anyone besides Gabe. Like I was to the point, bro, like I made like tech deck videos, or I would like mess around with them or whatever, or, like on my social medias or whatever, and I got sponsored by this one little small company that made like actual wooden ones. I got sponsored for about 2 months. So like they were sending me boards like in the mail. They were sending because I was like really good at it. Like so they were sending me boards and stuff in the mail or whatever. But I used to have like this wooden, like my dad used to like work construction stuff, and he would bring out like wood in the back of his truck and stuff. So I was always like grabbing spare parts of wood and like making like shit out of it. So I had like this ledge. I'm pretty sure you guys know what that is, but it's like a straight ledge that you can use like to grind on your board. So it's about like 7 feet long, maybe 6 feet long, and I would use that as my stand for my phone. And then I would like tilt. Oh no, like inches. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. And then I would like tilt
I'm about to say, God damn.
No, I mean inches. Yeah, I would like tilt my phone on it, like to make my phone be at the like perfect angle along with like the saying, and like doing something. And then I would turn on my light, and then that's how you would see the picture on my screen better. Like so there was no like glare or anything in it, and that's how I would record my Slacker videos. It was so funny. But yeah, that's literally how I did that. So that's how I got my little tool to record my videos.
Yeah, man, I didn't even find out about Elgato until like 2 years ago. I thought people just streamed off like
their PlayStation.
I didn't know how people streamed off of it.
And then
like, when I actually got into it, like learned about it, I figured it out. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And then it was funny too because I remember like when I would go to make my videos, like you would have to put you'd have to press record and then put it down in the place so they would like see me putting my camera in the place.
Yeah.
And then when I would go
phone,
and then when
fingers.
And then when I would go to end it, I have to pick it up to end it. So I'll be all right later, and I go pick it up. It's all wavy, and they just don't see it, and I'm just ending it. Or it'll be like tragic.
You guys are wild. You gotta put a timer on that thing. Come on.
Nah, not me, bro.
We didn't have a freaking.
I use my regular phone. I had HTC.
Yeah, regular phone.
Yeah. And then it'd be funny where like
iPod. You guys had phones. Look at that.
And then another thing is another like funny story, like kind of like going along with that is like those little like TV tables, kind of like those TV dinner tables you would unfold. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I had.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
he's talking about
those.
No, so I had mine in that. I had mine on that, like standing on that, and then sometimes I would like sit in my chair behind it, and I would bump it, bro, and my phone would just fall in the middle of recording, and I wouldn't stop it, like I wouldn't end it. Like,
yeah, you just pick it up.
I just pick it back up and keep going. Yeah,
continue on, bro.
Continue on.
You would still upload it without even carrying it.
Yeah, the show must go on. The show must go on, as they say. But,
bro, it's so funny because I would do that all the time.
Yeah, that's funny. But
I wouldn't even sit behind it. I'd sit at the side of it and had to play at an angle. Because I wanted to make sure my iPod was
Make sure
right
it
in the
was
middle.
getting the best quality.
Yeah, even though the
It's
quality
like,
was
We
terrible.
We were smart, but we weren't video smart. We were just
Yeah,
like,
we had
I'll
the
put this in
ingenuity
middle.
to get it done, but
Right.
Yeah, we are
We
there
had the
because of back then.
enthusiasm. Yeah, man.
All right, guys. Well, we're hitting towards the end of the timer mark, so we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. But like I said, it has been the overnight cast. I really do hope you guys enjoy this episode. What do you guys say?
Comment down your favorite game of all time.
Oh yeah, I was getting to that. Yeah, but comment down. I guess we'll use that as your question. So comment down your favorite game below. If you guys want to comment down a little small summary of an embarrassing moment or something funny about how you started making videos, let us know that below too. As always, it has been your boy DRIFTXPORT. You can reach me on all my social medias by the same handle, or you can just click the link tree below, and it'll take you to everything, including this podcast link if you guys want to share it with anyone else. But other than that, it has been your boy DRIFTXPORT. I'm gonna let my other co-hosts do their outros, and that'll be the podcast.
yeah, this has been Dylan. You can check my links in the bio, or if you don't want to, it's @INVOLTING on Twitter and twitch.tv/INVOLTING, 2 G's.
All right, go ahead, Joseph.
Oh yeah, you can just catch all my stuff in the bio.
Whoa.
All right, then, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.